Warning, this is not a rant. It's a sports review with feelings. No athletes' egos were harmed, only reputations. The Australian Open has wrapped up for another year. Melbourne Park has finally exhaled, and Australia has once again hosted the world's best tennis while politely excusing itself from the winner's circle. And what a finish. Carlos Alcaraz completes his first career Grand Slam by knocking off Novak Djokovic in the final. A sentence that still feels like it needs proofreading. Not only did Alcaraz climb the mountain, he did something almost unheard of. He beat Djokovic in an Australian Open final. The Serbian stronghold cracked. The vault door creaked. Somewhere, a Melbourne Park pigeon stopped mid-strut in disbelief. Djokovic for the first time ever tasted defeat on the final Sunday in Melbourne, which tells you just how ridiculous his relationship with this tournament has been. Normally, Novak treats the Australian Open like a long-term rental with no intention of leaving. This time, the keys were handed over to youth, speed, and a bloke who looks like he runs on triple-shot espresso. And make no mistake, this wasn't a match. It was a handover. The old master versus the new storm. Elastic limbs versus elastic willpower. It had rallies that required oxygen masks and camera angles that felt like they needed subtitles. On the women's side, the power game ruled again, with Arina Sabalenka, the number one seed, reminding everyone that subtlety is optional when you can hit a tennis ball like it owes you money. She got the job done against Elena Rybakina, whose serve alone should come with a warning label and ear protection. That final was less ballet, more demolition derby, and it delivered. As for the Australians, well, we hosted magnificently. We applied sunscreen professionally. We queued for overpriced chips with international dignity. Alex de Minaur flew the flag the longest, ran himself into the ground as usual, and once again proved that effort has never been our problem. Timing, however, remains elusive. Throw in the Melbourne heat that turned day sessions into slow cookers, night matches that finished closer to breakfast radio, and crowds who cheered like it was a backyard barbecue with ball kids. And you've got the full Australian Open experience. 2 weeks of chaos, global stars, local heartbreak, new champions. Old champions blinking into the sun wondering what just happened. Same time next year? Absolutely. I'm the Sportzologist, and this has been your weekly emotional audit of sports. I'll leave you with that thought.